Flax flowers are a bonus in the garden, but there are many smaller native flowers that often go unnoticed, and these will attract tiny insects. Daisy tree flowers are a little more showy, but it is Manuka that provides the most impressive mass flowering. Manuka was once regarded as a pasture weed, and during the 20th century it was seriously depleted by a blight. There were no Manuka plants when we arrived, and I have been steadily replanting them. In a swing of fortune, Manuka has been found to have medicinal properties, and the plant is now more popular. Olerias provide a fine floral display, and Brachyglottis adds a bit of colour, a true native that is also popular in English gardens. Kanuka appears similar to Manuka, but with smaller flowers, and they are usually busy with insects. Alice has heard a swarm of bees pass her room and has come out to see what they are up to. We soon discover they are entering our vacant hive. We have had honeybees before, but they were robbed by wasps and didn't survive the attention. This swarm is a large one and may fare better. Neither the honeybee nor bumblebee are native, but as pollinators we welcome them. Honeybees have not evolved to pollinate these flowers, but they will feed on the nectar overflow. The bees soon settle and work the bush, along with smaller native insects. They are presently feeding on Australian bottlebrush, and it is no surprise to see the silver eyes feeding there as well. I have no problem with non-native plants in the garden if they provide nectar for native birds. Gum trees grow quickly, and these were planted to hide a neighbour's shed. The first year that they flower, bumblebees are the most obvious visitors. As we move into our 7th year on the mountain, the garden has filled out quicker than expected. By late summer, most days are hot and sunny, and it's time to relax. Close by my studio, a pheasant takes a dust bath. As autumn approaches, early morning mists linger. Less flowers are available now, and an admiral searches out a sweet spot on a tree fern. At this time of year, both forest and garden remain damp and humid through the day. And in trees along the bush line, a bellbird searches out spiders and insects amongst the lichen. Across the plain, Mount Kakapuku pushes through the mist. Finally winter arrives, and there is the occasional heavy frost. We have a bird table, and on cold mornings we feed the silver eyes to help them through the harsh conditions. These birds have delicate plumage, and the white eye-ring is made up of tiny feathers. Silver eye are very adaptable in their feeding habits, and that is part of the reason they are so successful. Behind the house, the transition between bush and garden is almost complete. Tuis are beginning to get territorial. I am watching bellbirds and tui working the trees behind my studio. There are no flowers presently to provide nectar, and fewer insects to feed upon. I am sure they are finding small invertebrates hidden in bark or under lichen. They also appear to be licking the surface with their specialised tongues, so effective at mopping up nectar. I suspect something sweet is there, maybe from the lichen. or perhaps secretions from scale insects, although I haven't been able to find them. The birds are visiting regularly, but I remain puzzled as to what they are feeding upon.